Hey guys, my name is Kobe Hall, and I'm here to talk to you about transformation. And I want to give you a little bit of where I was, where I am, and where I'm going. And transformation in Christ. I think about my journey, and I think about where I was, which was, I was lost. Right? The Bible talks about we were dead in our trespasses. We were lost in the world. And when I've come to know Jesus, I gave my life to Christ when I was young. I was like 7, 8 years old. And I remember just meeting Christ in this moment in Sunday school. And there was a call to the altar, and I answered. And I think it really hit me later on when I turned 18. And that's when I really started to take my walk seriously with the Lord and, really get into his word, where it talks about the goal, right? And the desire that Christ has for us is our sanctification, right? So not just that we know him, but that we be transformed by him, right? That we will be more like Christ, right? That we will live in him. And so I think coming from being lost in the world, right? Being dead in my sins, and going through a journey through that, I think has, is something that I'm super grateful for. And I think about, this Thanksgiving time and the things I'm thankful for. And I'm thankful that Christ met me in his word and that he began his work in me. And so I think that's led me to where I am, right? To where I'm able to walk with Christ, right? I'm able to dive into his word, that I am seeking him in my everyday life. And that, I really see his presence in all of the things around me and all the things that I am involved in and the places that I go, the people that I know. And when it comes to like where he's taking me, it's really just to just continually be more like him, right? And how do we get there, right? Is really abiding in his presence, abiding in his word, being transformed by his love, being transformed by who he is, and focusing our gaze on his character. And once we focus our gaze on his character, then we take the time to learn more about him, learn more about the Spirit, invite God's presence into our life through prayer, through community, through obviously diving into his word and being in there and letting this be a lamp unto our feet. That's where we start to experience the transformation that God has for us, and into what he's shifting us into what he's building us into. And remember, if you're going to take anything from this, right, is that God's desire for you is for your sanctification, right? That you come to know him, that you become more like him, and that you'll become more holy and righteous as you go on this journey of life. And I hope that, it is a blessing, right? And obviously you'll have your ups and downs. There'll be mountains and there'll be valleys, but God is there with you. Amen.